the games people play. Sports, games, talk shows, all these things seem to come before life, living life, putting bread on the table, watching people roll back the rights that you barely have, and never getting your full citizenship, but you have time to sit down here and watch sportsmen. Don't get me wrong, we must have fun. But what is truly important in life is spirituality, it's people. Now, in that same vein, I want to talk about somebody I heard talking about Michael Irvin supporting Shadur Sanders. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. In my own way, I love these brothers and what they're doing, but they're playing sports. They're commentating on sports. Real life, I cannot put sports before government, before feeding a family, before my family, my community. No. So I don't know a lot of times what's going on, but what I do know is this. It always seems to be a big thing when a brother steps in and he takes over a conversation or an event that is belittling his own little brother. And if certain cultures out there don't know what I'm talking about, good. It's not for you to understand. But our culture know what I'm talking about because we do not support our people the way that we are supposed to be. Supporting them, feeding them, and doing all the other things. And I was proud of that moment. But it seems to me that if you can earn millions of dollars, you can buy boats, planes, and all the things that you think are important for you to have, and watch your people in Africa and in America and all over the globe starve. And you don't provide no grocery stores, no manufacturing places, no jobs. You just put that money in the bank of the bank that gave it to you and sit down there and look good and think that you above the law like Trump. Then to me, that's a sad soul. And no, I can't give you none of my time. And you should care less about worrying about if I'm watching you or supporting you, because you got a lot of other people doing it. But I'm not doing it because they got things more important, like talking about what the Baroness talked about. She talked about the difference between Democrats and Republicans. Well, I'll tell you, Republicans and Democrats are, to me, no different. One runs on morality, as she quoted. The other runs on power. And the only reason why Republicans are in a problem or a pickle right now is because they have a leader that's taken off the mask and showed who he truly is. One of the faces of white supremacy that is going to try to become king in America. You see, the Republican Party doesn't apologize for nothing, for stealing, from taking people's rights, for not providing representation, even though they will tax your behind until you are on welfare. But then the Democrats, they come to you in sheep's clothing, but they do the same thing Republicans do, and I call them Republicans because they think they're a whole country by themselves. You see what I'm saying? And you know, when you look at it, what you really see is white supremacy with a couple of a little pepper shaking over grits. I got a shirt that says, "Be careful," because salt and sugar look the same. And that's what Democrats and Republicans look like. But the difference is the Democratic Party will run on a morality issue while they get rich, and they steal from you too. And you steal from us when you don't represent us. You steal from us when you tell us you're going to do something and you don't do it. And then when we don't support you, and then a Republican gets in there, and now all of a sudden we got shutdowns, we got war, we got you people starving, you're taking advantage of the very people who fought your wars, and now you want to take food and money out of their pocket. You didn't fight, you didn't do anything. Most of you Americans don't do nothing for the privileges and rights that you have. And you want to play games. This is the big game right here. We know for 400 or 500 years, you have been benefiting on the black backs, Mexican backs, Chinese backs, and every other culture back. I even seen a black Indian. No, not an American Indian, another kind of Indian who got black guards in his country, but he come to America and he think he's white. Let me tell you something. This is no game. I want to have a conversation, a true conversation with you. You see, we need to give a message that they can truly hear. And the only message that America wants to hear is one talking about capitalism, finance, economics. So from 11, which is November 25th, 2025, to December 2nd, 2025, if I'm not mistaken, we need to keep our dollars, which we spend over $1 trillion in this system of capitalism, i.e. white supremacy, but we get nothing back for it. We own nothing. We disrespect one another. We love the person who disrespects us. And sometimes we got brothers that's 6'6", 200 and some pounds, who should be in the front of the line, but he's not in the front of the line. He's in the master's library ratting on another brother or a group of brothers trying to become free. For all of y'all who don't want to be free, stop ratting and stop telling on other people who want freedom. If you want to be with the man that you love so much, then you be with him. But I'll tell you something. You need to take a page out of Michael Irvin's book and look out for your little brother. Look out for your community. Look out for your daughter. Look out for your mother, for your grandmother, your grandfather. But no, you rather take money from the man who whip your behind.